Well, gosh, I don't know too much about the White River.
The water's like mossy a lot of the time.
There's a film over the top of the water in some parts.
Now I think people think it's dirty, especially along the banks.
I have heard nothing at all about any cleanup efforts.
I have gone canoeing on it.
I thought about kayaking a few times, but there's random branches everywhere.
I personally would not take it as my first choice to go swimming in.
I would never eat a fish out of White River.
You know, it's a little bit up in the air as far as how polluted it is. We're not sure.
It's sad to think about. Wow.
I like to be on the river because it provides me incredible solace. There's nothing more quieting for my soul, nothing more beneficial to my soul than the quiet and natural sound of the river. To be on the river gives you an opportunity to be mindful of everything around you in every moment. I'm an introvert by nature. I like to be alone. But I don't like to be alone without stimulus. And to be out here, and when you're alone, you hear nothing but birds and wind and current and the rustle of the trees. And it's just, to me, it's the most quieting atmosphere that I can be in. I want to see more people on the river. I want to see people engage. I really think it's a shame we've turned our back on what really rivers are the resource that put Noblesville here, put Indianapolis where they are, put Anderson where they are, was this river. And so many people turn their back on it. They either don't know or they've just been taught through society that you turn your back on the river. When you canoe in the Northeast, canoeing is part of the culture. In Indiana, we don't have established campsites along White River. It's not something that's done here. There's so many communities where the restaurants face the river, apartments are over the river, and we do the opposite here in Central Indiana. I'd really like to see that turn around. I would really like to canoe the entire White River. And I think it would be really interesting to see my state from the river. I think it would be an incredible point of view. We probably don't know ourselves as well as we should. And I can't say I know myself as well as I should because of my 6 weeks of canoeing alone or canoeing on the White River, but I know it helps. It gives me a chance to look inward and really appreciate why I'm here, what I'm doing, and how I'm part of the bigger picture. It's my happy place.
This family farm is actually a 6th-generation family farm. We have dramatically different rain events than when I was a child. So therefore, we have to manage those rain events in a better way. With the type of farming that I do, I can get through those problems that we have out there. And that's because of the no-till practices, the conservation efforts that we perform, the cover crops that we have. With the activity in our soil, we not only improve water quality, improve soil structure, but we also have dramatically reduced the amount of fertilizer that needs to be applied to our farm. Our farm has been involved with a water monitoring project starting 14 years ago. The great part of all this is that what we're seeing coming off my farm is lower in nitrate and phosphorus than what's actually in the stream. This is what we're trying to study. This is what we're trying to promote to others, that this type of farming is needed in order to have clean water, not only locally for Indianapolis, but also nationwide. I'm standing in front of School Branch, which is the third largest tributary of the drinking water for Indianapolis. This flows into Eagle Creek Reservoir, and from there it goes down to the White River. It's important for me to make sure my water is clean coming off my farm to go in this stream, because we all drink water. We all need water. We all need to protect water. Hopefully, we will not be told how to farm, because with the type of practices that we are doing, we can educate others that doing these practices, we can be on the forefront of leading the way of water quality. It's not only improving the environment, but it's also improving my crops.
The CSO projects come in hand for the cities that can't handle the increase in population, increase in overflow. It does nothing but improves life for the whole city. This is not my first CSO project. I just came off of one in Atlanta, and I watched the rivers get cleaner. Being involved in the outdoors, I watched everything. Just everything got greener, it got cleaner. The river cleaned up, the water got brighter. My family and I, we all enjoy the outdoors, and the cleaner the water, better the environment. You see wildlife improve all the way around. You see more recreation in the areas, it's better for people. I started to work here in 2012. You're already seeing the benefits in the White River as far as it getting cleaner, and it's just going to get better as we go. It's great. I've seen it work before, and it is going to take a few years to get everything lined out, but by the end of this project, and possibly a few years after that, you'll see a big difference in the environment. It's a win-win for everyone. The environment wins, the people win. A lot of cities that I've worked in that I couldn't wait to get out of. This is one I wouldn't mind staying in for a while.
I mean, I think the White River is kind of an underutilized resource in Indianapolis.
We really need people to have more intimate, more personal relationships with the White River, because then they will want to become a steward of it.
It feels kind of like a hidden gem.
So it really could be very nice and very usable if they clean it up.
I do have faith that the White River will be clean again.
Give it attention, because these things are diminishing.
But I think it just starts with grab a kayak and go cruise from Broad Ripple down to Rocky Ripple and gain an appreciation for what an awesome resource the White River really is. Then you might care more.